I don't know what's going on with Black Ops 3, but I've personally been having quite a few connection issues. Now I'm trying to figure out if this is just on my end, or if more people are experiencing the same Mickey Mouse bull squash that I am. First of all, I played the Black Ops 3 beta and had absolutely zero issues with lag. It played flawlessly, and I loved every minute of it. Fast forward to the actual game releasing, and again, my connection was flawless. I stayed up for about 7 hours on the early morning of release day and had zero issues. No lag compensation, nothing. And it stayed that way for 2 weeks. Then there was some kind of hotfix that adjusted some weapon balancing. And ever since that first hotfix, my connection took a dump. Now literally every time I sit in my closet, cross-legged on the floor to endure a gaming session, I get bombarded with lag. It's not the lag compensation you'll hear people complain of from time to time where bullets don't register. It's actual mother trucking lag. I'll go forward only to skip, stutter, and rubber band back to where I was. I have no explanations as to why this is happening, but it's definitely ruining my Black Ops 3 experience. I've not had a single gaming session since the first 2 weeks of release where this hasn't happened. And that's playing solo, by the way. If I try to party up with anyone, it gets exponentially worse. It's so bad that I find myself just laying in the back of the map and hoping it'll pass. And sometimes it does. Sometimes the lag only happens half the match, and then the other half of the match is just fine. But that's no way to play this game. So here's an example of the lag I'm trying to describe. Don't try and adjust your settings, this is how the actual game performs for me. It's not the video skipping. My enemies freeze in time, or I freeze in place myself. I rubber band all over the place. You'll notice I have 14 kills when I check the score. And that's because once in a while I'll get extremely lucky and get a kill through this crap. Or as I mentioned, sometimes the lag will go away for half the game and then come back. Half the time I can't even see my enemies until after I've died. And then the kill cams are always laggy. And don't even get me started on trying to jump or wall run. More often than not, it just results in me falling off the map. One way I can tell if I'm going to be lagging my dick off is via the network connection meter that's in the game. If you weren't aware of this feature, go to the main menu, then go to Options. Then you'll see Network, and at the very bottom you'll see the connection meter. You can toggle it on or off. If you put it on, the next time you're in a game you can see what the ping is when you pause the game. Whenever these lag spikes start occurring, my ping will jump all the way up to 400 ms. And when I see these massive lag spikes, the game skips and stutters. So normally I'll try and leave a lobby as soon as this happens, but like I said, it tends to happen every match as of late. At first I thought it might be my connection. I tried everything I could think of to remedy this. I forwarded ports, I made sure my NAT type was open, I reset the PlayStation as well as the router, I tried a wireless connection, I tried a wired connection, hell, I even got one of those expensive NetDuma gaming routers. Nothing has worked. For reference, I've played every Call of Duty since Black Ops from the same connection and I've never had any issues with this kind of lag. Nothing has changed on my end. And like I mentioned earlier, the beta played perfect and the first 2 weeks of this game's release also played perfect. Just to prove I wasn't going crazy, I did a test tonight. So I put in Advanced Warfare and played about 5 minutes. Everything was smooth as it could be, just as I remembered it. I didn't notice any rubber banding type lag, no stuttering, and no skipping. It was lag free. Then I did the same thing with Ghosts. And by the way, I was one of the few people who loved Call of Duty Ghosts. And playing it briefly tonight definitely brought back that feeling. The connection was just so smooth for that game, and the hit detection was spot on. Regardless though, I had no lag again. So then I went back to Black Ops 3, and the first game I joined gave me the full effect of this crappy lag. I had the 400 ms lag spikes, the stuttering, and the rubber banding. I played all 3 of these Call of Duty games within minutes of each other. 2 of them offered a smooth connection with no issues, and then there was Black Ops 3 which riddled me with lag. The odd part is, just a week ago when Treyarch did the matchmaking tweaks that everyone said was skill-based matchmaking, my connection went back to amazing. And at the time, I didn't know any matchmaking changes were made. I was playing free-for-all and noticed my connection was perfect. So I stayed up till 4 AM since I didn't want to lose that perfect connection. I won 16 free-for-all games in a row. I then went to bed, woke up the next day, and saw a tweet from David Vonderhaar. The tweet said that the changes he had made the previous day were reversed. And lo and behold, I got on later that night and my connection was again crap. I have no doubt in my mind that this issue is coming from the Black Ops 3 side of things and not my own, but I'd really like to find a way to fix it. It's becoming difficult to get the required footage I need to make quality videos when nearly every match I play has me skipping all over the place like a damn schoolgirl. Now don't get me wrong here, Black Ops 3 is one of the most fun COD games I've ever played. but my experience has been utterly ruined by this crippling lag. So I'm curious if anyone else out there has been having these issues. In particular, the 400 ms lag spikes on the in-game connection meter. Let me know in the comments if any of this looks familiar. If so, please let me know if you managed to find any fixes for this issue.